So, we got some stuff to talk about today.
This is our first video together. Actually, side by side together.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's picking up the sound. That's the only thing about my camera. It sucks. Cigarette smoke everywhere. Gets and shiggles. We had something happen to us today, and we want to get your all's feedback on it to see if we were right or wrong, or what you would have did. We had a day planned just to do some running and shopping, and had some coupons for some free breakfast at Chick-fil-A. I'm a coupon freak. That'll be another video. But we went and had our breakfast and was eating, and before we left, we had noticed this young girl. She was probably 11 to 13 years old, and she had the biggest ass black eye I had
It was really
ever seen.
bad.
Yeah, it was huge. It was like all the way down to her cheekbone. And she had paid for some food with a credit card and stuck the credit card in her back pocket, and came and set the tray on the table next to us. And then this lady comes and sits down, and then the younger girl, she leaves and she goes and to let you know too, today at Chick-fil-A was like a Mother's Day special deal going on where kids could come in and make different little things for their mom for Mother's Day.
It was really busy.
Yeah, kids everywhere. But this girl with the black eye, she goes and gets two more little kids and brings back to the table.
Yeah.
And Megan had seen the girl with the black eye while she was up at the counter getting a refill on her drink. And then I'd seen her when she came back to the table. So we both had noticed her and just thought it was a girl that young, kind of weird. But
yeah, definitely.
Things go through your head of how it happened. Did she get elbowed accidentally, or you just don't know.
Ran into a door or something like that.
But when she goes and gets these two other kids, a little girl that's probably about 2, and she has bruises all over her face and her arms. And they're not like, oh, I bumped my head type bruises.
No.
They look like tips of fingers, just like she's been slapped or hit. And I thought, well, here's 2 kids, and they both look like they had the shit beat out of them.
Yeah, and that's not even the worst part.
Yeah, and then we see the little boy that's about, he had to be at least 4, maybe 5, still in diapers, and he had a big red mark on the side of his face, and then we seen he had a cast on his arm. He had a broken arm, and it just was too weird. It just, I can see one of your kids having a broken arm or a black eye, but all 3 of your kids.
Well, and then we found out that she had 7.
Yeah, they were
overhearing.
They were doing surveys. We had done a survey. They went to her to do a survey, and she said she had 7 children.
Well, and Dana was sitting there, and she said, "Oh, it irks me," and I said, "Yeah, it makes you want to call the police, doesn't it?" And she goes, "Yeah, it does." So that's actually what we ended up doing.
Yeah, I didn't call 911 because I didn't think should be like this big bomb squad type of thing come in and bum rush the Chick-fil-A, but we did it on the non-emergency, and I just explained what we'd seen and how it looked. And you never know what you're seeing nowadays. I mean, I'd hate to embarrass a mother when God knows she didn't do anything. Maybe her kids were in an accident, car accident or something. I don't know, but I think embarrassing her for nothing would be better than letting something like this go if her kids were being hurt or abused. And you hear so many times of kids being abducted and being in places just like the Elizabeth Smart, where a convenience store clerk had seen her just days after she was taken and thought it looked weird, but didn't call nobody.
Yep.
If she would have, maybe that would have ended her story right there, all the shit she went through. And I didn't want this to be that kind of thing, but if the woman that this happened with happens to see this video, and if you are being accused of something that God knows you didn't do or you didn't let happen by someone else, I am completely and utterly sorry. But it's the children that I look out for more than, I guess, the parent in something like this.
Innocent ones.
Yeah, but we kind of want to find out what you guys think about this, if you would have handled it that way or if you would have handled it different.
I know if I was by myself, I wouldn't have called the police.
I still would have.
I know if it was me by myself and I hadn't been with Dana, that I definitely.
And it was after 10 o'clock and we had someplace to be at 10:30, and we would have just stuck around to see what would have happened.
Definitely.
But we didn't have the time. But as we were leaving, the police were coming in.
Yep.
And one cop that we know very well from the apartments that we used to live in, that is usually only sent
She's not
out.
very nice.
No, she's a bitch. But she's only sent out when there's children involved, something to do with like CPS or abuse, neglect, something like that. So I would really like to know how it turned out, but I don't think we'll ever know unless she's out there somewhere and sees this video.
Just comment below and let us know what you would have done in this situation, because we really we would really like your feedback on it for sure.
Yeah, there's a part of me that wishes I would have just started talking to this lady just to see
what she was like,
or if she would have, or maybe bring into the conversation about the black eye and the broken arm and see what her excuses for those were. But the way we were sitting, I couldn't see her face, but Megan could, and she said that just the way she acted toward her kids.
Yeah, she was acting kind of nutty.
The faces that she was making, and she kept sending the
and the kids were very, very submissive.
Yeah.
Like they were scared of her.
Like, well, our kids would be running all over Chick-fil-A because it's a big playground.
Yeah, pretty much.
Her kids sat there like little soldiers, scared to death to move.
Yeah.
But
please rate, comment, and subscribe.
Yep.
Because we really like that.
Definitely. Love to have your feedback. Love, peace, and chicken grease.